The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Ariane, and I'm honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There is nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behavior. We hope this orca encounter gives you a better understanding of this amazing animal and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whales' size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
And Keith here is going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed to take a quick breath at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It may look like their eye is in that white patch, but that is a visual distraction. It's actually located in front of the white patch, camouflage from thrashing prey. The fin on top of the orca's back is called a dorsal fin, and this is used to help stabilize them as they swim. It also can be used to help them thermoregulate. The flippers on either side of the whale's body are called pectoral flippers, and these are mainly used for steering and stopping. They also have 5 bony digits in them, just like the human hand. And the lobes on either side of the whale's tail are called flukes. Now this is the engine of the killer whale. It can propel them through the water up to 30 miles an hour, which is fast as our speedboats. And killer whales use the most power and swim the fastest when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language to communicate with each other. A pectoral slap is used at the surface of the water to communicate dominance, but also to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pectoral slap to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they breathe. Spy hopping is a form of communication used by killer whales to observe their environment when they hunt. Fluke slaps are also another form of communication that killer whales can use in the wild and here at SeaWorld. Excellent communicators, so it's no wonder why they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right up to the beach. Antarctic killer whales create waves that wash over ice floes, knocking unsuspecting seals into the water. Our whale showed you that same wave-making technique, also showing you some of the many dynamic and intriguing ways that killer whales have used to hunt all over the globe. Now that you all just saw these waves crashing in front of you, you can't truly imagine how much water is displaced until you experience it for yourself. Luckily today, we have 2 volunteers in the audience who would love to feel the power of the killer whale. All right, everyone, please give them a huge round of applause. Yeah, that's you too. All right, guys, come on down these steps here. And like I said, you're gonna sit on this box here. Sit, yeah, go ahead and take a seat. Perfect, now hold on to that handle there and hold on tight, all right? You guys hold it right there, okay? Don't move. I promise you it's gonna be fine. It's totally fine. I do this every day, don't worry. Yeah, you're doing great. Yeah, hold hands, that's perfect. That is great. All right, here we go, guys. They're ready. All right, good job. Hold on there, you guys. There, all right. High five. Y'all are great. Good job. All right, there you go. We'll give them a round of applause. Now, because killer whales are found all over the globe, it's no surprise that they eat all types of prey, including other whales. Now, the whale on the screen in front of you is the largest animal on Earth, the blue whale. It is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So how do the whales our size prey upon an animal that size in the wild? It's because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for a killer whale. It's used to teach young whales how to hunt and progressing their skills as they grow. Orcas can be seen interacting and showing their playful side both in the wild and here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when a whale swims fast at the surface, breaking out of the water briefly. See them do this when catching a rod in the wake of a boat or when surfing in a wave. to be touched, and you can be seen rubbing their bellies on rocks when they can. We've seen our whales show us the same behavior, just like you can see from whales in British Columbia. In the wild, orcas can be seen mimicking each other, and we see it here all the time at SeaWorld as well. The whales are constantly learning from and mimicking each other. Playful behavior has a purpose. For instance, a tail whip is utilized to stun fish in the wild, but today I think our whales will be stunning all of you. We interact with our whales all day, every day, which helps us build trusting relationships to provide optimal health care, research, and overall quality of life. The whales take an active role in their own health care as well as well-being. Now what that looks like is that we can ask them for different parts of their bodies, including their tail flukes, which you'll see Taylor doing on the screen right there. And this is an area of the whale that we can look and see veins running through the tail. And we can introduce a needle into there to take a blood sample from. We can even ask them to slide onto a scale, like you're seeing Orca doing there on the screen. We monitor their weight every week. And not only that, we can take a breath sample from their blowholes. And this is because of the trusted relationships that we build here together right at SeaWorld. Now everyone, this is a special part of our show where we get to introduce you to one of the whales of our pod. Everyone give a huge round of applause for Shuka. There she is. All right, everyone, let me tell you about this girl. She is 28 years old and is one of the most athletic whales that we have here. You can see her soaring above the water and always looking to play with her trainers. She loves snowballs and interacting with the other whales in our pod. We challenge our whales to learn new things every day to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play go hand in hand to keep them in amazing shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
So much for visiting us here today at Orca Encounter, and we hope you have shown a fair appreciation for these amazing animals. Have an awesome day at SeaWorld, everyone.